Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
Today we are going to have a little intervention of sorts for Carla Marie. Maybe a conversion, a baptism by surprise. I don't know if that's how baptisms work.
Well, I mean, I guess you're kind of shocked when you're getting water.
I think when you're a baby, it's a huge surprise.
So messed up.
You're just chilling there in your like doily type outfit that they put you in. Isn't it a bunch of doilies like glued together?
So ridiculous.
It's real
Don't even
weird.
Get me started.
Real weird. And then they just they
swags.
dunk you in water.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, Justin's right. It's a surprise to the baby. Everyone else knows what's about to happen.
I remember I don't know if I've ever talked about this. So I was dating someone a while back and I was invited to their nephew's baptism.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, I guess I got to bring some sort of like gift, right, to this thing. I can't just show up and be like, high five, welcome to the club."
Yeah.
But then, so I was like, all right, it'll be a little bit of cash in an envelope, right? I'm in Jersey. That's what we do. We don't do gifts. We don't do registries.
Did you bring a card or just the cash in it?
So I got a card, right? I went to like Walgreens or whatever, found a baptism card, had a cross on it, all that good stuff. And I'm assuming the thing that we all like, all the things we go to for a baptism in Christianity is probably like the same as what is it when they do that thing for little Jewish boys? What's that called?
Rumspringa?
No, that's for Amish people.
Oh.
The circumcision event. What's it called? Someone in the chat. Yeah, but what's a bris? A bris. Thank you.
Okay, so no,
because that's like their welcome.
So did you get a card about a bris?
No. So I got the.
Is it bris or how do you?
I thought it was brisk. I thought it was like the
Brisk.
iced tea, but apparently it's bris with no K. So different than the iced tea. Worst iced tea out there, by the way. I used to drink it all the time, and then once I had like better iced teas, like Snapple.
It is.
Wait, it's brisk or bris?
Guys,
it's not bliss. That's a cruise ship and a spa. Yeah, that bris, BRIS. Anyway, we're getting off subject here.
Yeah, we're at a card at Walgreens.
So I get the baptism card, right, from Walgreens.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking at this card, and I'm like, what do you write in a baptism card? Right? I wasn't going to get, like, sappy, because first off, the baby's not reading it. The baby doesn't even know what to do with the money.
No.
This is the whole idea is kind of stupid.
Congrats.
So I just wrote, "Welcome to Christianity," in the card. And I threw like $100 in there, or so I don't know whatever I threw in there.
At what point did you realize that writing "Welcome to Christianity" was stupid?
Like as I was writing it, and then I was like, I don't really care. This is this whole concept of me giving a baby a card.
Also, you shouldn't have been giving a gift. It should have been from you and the girl you were in a relationship with.
Oh well, that I gave a gift.
How many gifts have you given my family?
None.
Did you give my sister a wedding gift?
No.
We did.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's see. Martha said I never write in cards. To and from. That's it. That's what I should have done. But it was also a very blank card. I think that was my problem. I bought the wrong card.
Was it a money card?
No, it was like a card.
Oh.
Like a Hallmark.
Yeah, but they make money
card.
cards.
No, this was, had a space to write things.
You would have been better off having your dad make a little tiny baby bracelet.
I could have. But then I would have gotten this little baby jewelry before my girlfriend at the time, and that would have been weird. Right? Like, oh, here's this infant can have some gold, but you cannot.
This is where we are in the world. I feel like there's a bit of, I guess, sentiment lost. I just Venmo my nieces and nephews. Merry Christmas, happy birthday. What is happening?
I actually don't even do, like, for Christmas and stuff, what I do now, especially if it's a gift. So a card, right, a cash gift or a check is different because you have to put it in something. Mm-hmm. But a gift, I'll just write in Sharpie on the gift. To blank from me.
Well, that's why I use that brown paper.
Get out of here.
I have a roll of brown paper. I've had it for 10 to 12 years at this point. Mm-hmm. My family, every time I show up with it, they're like, "Oh, here comes the Seattle paper." I'm like, I had it before Seattle.
Yeah.
Shut up. And I just wrap it in brown paper, write on it, "Merry Christmas."
I've talked about the fact that I don't like opening gifts in front of people, which, by the way, we do have a good old package, which is what I call myself. Get a good old package right here,
Hate everything.
and we will open that in a little bit. We also are also at Hype Train Level 4, so thank you for all those gifts. I like that.
Sarah from Miami? Or was it not Miami? MI? Could be. It's probably
Michigan.
Michigan.
Yes. MI is Michigan. Mississippi is MS.
Yeah.
Maine is ME. A lot of M's.
Are you done with this thought? Because I see something.
No, one more thing that I was going to say. Oh, I'll close out the gift thing with this. It's a well-known fact. I, like many people, hate opening gifts, especially in front of people. Absolutely despise it. What I hate even more is when someone says, "Oh, did you read the card? Read the card first." I go, "Shut up. Why did you
I do that to you.
take Yeah, why did you take the time to write a stupid card?" I don't care.
I don't even know what I'm getting you for your birthday this year.
Nothing.
And it's
Dave
in, like,
C84, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Those gifts I appreciate very much.
Yeah, your birthday's in what, 16 days? No, 16 days? I got nothing.
Something like that, yeah.
Nothing. Not a single
Yes,
thing.
I agree, and that's my brother there, Jolly Russian Buddhist. The cards are a waste of money and materials. Now, I apologize to anyone who's in the small business of
A lot of them.
cards.
Well, they are nice if you don't live near the person.
Yeah, I guess.
Like during the Panini, I was sending cards to everybody in my life.
I had a
A stockpile.
stockpile of postcards because I traveled a lot before the Panini, and
No, wait. Seattle is filled with small business card stores.
yeah,
Like
actually,
Alaire is mainly
yeah, but the company that you had on
side.
Side Hustlers, Constellation,
She just had her last sale this
yeah,
weekend.
and all her cards are now at Alaire. I saw that post recently.
Yep.
Let's see. There was something else in the chat.
But I've wanted to make you look great cards for the longest time, so maybe we don't.
Oh, what I was gonna say. The one thing I do like, and I think more companies are doing it now, and I did this story last week because my brother actually sent me the article originally. Paper recycling, all-time high, and a lot
Because
of companies
we have
now.
the most paper, or
Well, it's just we're getting much better at recycling paper and using recycled paper products. And there's I think a third of the mills, the paper mills in the U.S. I might be a little off on the number, but a third of them use only recycled materials, and
Dunder
2/3
Mifflin.
use 80% or something like
I
that.
wonder what they would do.
Oh yeah, I don't know. How do they feel about recycled products at Dunder Mifflin?
I literally just watched an episode last night where Dwight's talking about how they're pushing this new paper, and he's like, "Yeah, we're pushing this new paper, blah blah blah. It's great for whatever, but terrible for the environment. It's basically made out of plastic."
Lisa, thank you very much for the 10 gifted tier 1 subs. That pushed us over Hype Train level 5. We appreciate that, which means we can now drink our special drinks from Seattle Cocktail Club.
That sounds creepy.
What?
Our special drinks. It's not special drinks. We're doing a tasting.
That's true. It's actually, this is,
a mezcal tasting.
let me get these papers out of the way.
This is Bozal.
What do you call it?
It's got to be.
Oh, yeah.
Am I saying it wrong?
I don't know. It's a cool bottle, though.
It is a very cool bottle. And there are 2 different types of mezcal. This is the other one. How would you pronounce this one down here? It's the Bozal's the company. Borrego.
Borrego? Borrego.
Oh, I did
Double
the
R?
Italian
Brr.
G.
All right, pour it up.
And then we have oranges with worm salt.
Yeah, so the worm salt was interesting. I actually really, really liked it when we had it yesterday, and I would highly suggest it. It's got a little bit of a kick to it.
I don't have the bottle up here, so I can't tell you the brand.
It's got a little bit of a kick to it, and very salty, which I like. DLim006NY. David Lim, thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs. Are you and Lisa having a sub off? Because I feel like this happened yesterday, too.
Maybe if David Lim and Lisa both come to the last Friday, they can do a dance off.
Let's see. Dave C84 said, can we get 100 subs today?
No, why?
I mean, listen, I ain't stopping you. I am not stopping you.
Hey, you look great postcard would be cool. Because then we only have to worry about one flap. We don't have to do 2.
Yeah, as long as it's like,
I feel like
damn,
once you
Dave
add,
C84 with another 10 gifted tier 1 subs. What is happening today? I like it.
yeah, then I can get Anthony a good birthday gift.
Oh,
Just
actually,
kidding.
we are close to our sub goal, and the fact that we're
Oh, shit.
560% over hype trend level 5 is kind of wacky. But
Are we
I
doing?
did set up this sub goal because I don't think we've ever hit 750 subs in a regular month. We've done it once, but that was when we announced we were dating, and like our subs went through the roof.
Which is the 1 year anniversary of that next week.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I think we're going to be on King 5 for that.
Oh wait, we're not. Weren't we supposed to be on King 5 today?
Don't do that to me. June 14th.
Oh, okay. That scared me a little bit. Our postcard's still cheaper to send.
Hey, finish that thought.
What was the thought?
You were talking, squirrel.
No, just it's kind of crazy that we're actually close to our sub goal for the month and we're only halfway through.
Okay.
So that would be kind of cool if we hit that in a birthday month at least.
Yes. Justin, go back to work.
Justin said if they hit a 750 subs, they should take another hype train shot. I'm down for that.
I mean, we got a sip here.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, Carla Marie. Cheers to Seattle Cocktail Club for the drinks. And cheers to everyone who got us through hype train level 5.
I feel like I just want it to be heated and I can sip it like this. This is little baby soup bowls for the cats.
It is actually. So if you like whiskey or bourbon, mezcal is also a drink you're probably going to really like if you've never had it. That is so good.
I'm just glad I don't have to take a shot of it, but it's
Yeah.
still. Oh,
Well, you're not really a bourbon whiskey person, right? The smoky flavor is not something that you normally enjoy.
yeah, if you didn't know that was worm salt, you wouldn't be weirded out by it.
I'm really not weirded out by it. I've also had mealworms, like by
Okay,
themselves.
okay, we know.
And I think everyone should do that.
Fred the mailman says this mailman approves of postcards. Are they like easier?
That's a good question.
Or they must just be nice as a mailman to look at pretty pictures.
That's true. You could travel the world without actually opening people's mail.
All right, hold
I
on.
don't know how. That's
I need
the
to
one
make
thing.
this note before we forget. You look great. Postcards in the shared Carla Marie and Anthony folder.
Okay. The other thing I was thinking about was we do need some.
Okay, we have a new merch collection.
No. The new merch collection is one thing, right? That's going to come out hopefully. Do we know? Because I know last week you said by Thursday we might have samples.
Yeah, I just got to check. Well, no, we're going to have images to show.
Oh, images, not samples.
I just need to check on with him today to make sure because we had to change a whole different collection over last week to different colors, and that was fun. So we're waiting on those mock-ups.
All right, so you look great postcards. That's on the docket on the agenda. And
What
the
else
other thing I wanted to add,
I'll write down.
once the You Look Great sale is done,
Mhm.
I think we do need in our regular store, like the 24-hour real store that you can shop from at all times, some morning show podcast things.
Okay.
Maybe a mug, maybe a travel mug. Because I think a handful of people would like that.
Yeah.
If that's a stupid idea, let us know in the chat. It's okay.
Wild G hats. We should get some You Look Great hats.
Yeah, we've been trying. We'll see what happens. Liz from Connecticut, travel mug. Like, would anyone actually, if it was a cool color way of some sort with our logo that said the Morning Show Podcast, would you actually pick one up?
So not the Morning Show Podcast logo.
No. I love that You Look Great, the Morning Show Podcast logo.
You said a cool colorway. I don't know what you're talking about here, Brand.
Like, not something plain that just says the name of the podcast.
Gotcha.
Yes. Let's see. Still waiting on for my CMA Speedos.
Okay, this is what's so annoying is I really want to do a sports bra because when I work out,
That's not what Fred was asking
I know,
for.
same thing though. When I work out, it's a hammock of some sort. I wear normally a sports bra. I don't always wear a tank top, but obviously you need like, I don't know, my sports bras are either Under Armour, Athleta, like these are huge brands that we're not going to get to print You Look Great on. Then I'm also like, where's it going to go? And then that's weird. Maybe it has to be YLG. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
So some of these suggestions in the chat, and of course, this is the one thing I always have to remind myself to say. Just like we're asking people in the chat on Twitch to comment, if you're watching this on YouTube, we do see the comments on
Yes.
YouTube videos. So feel free to leave your suggestions. Like yesterday, we were doing suggestions for Twitch emotes.
Yes.
But you can also leave suggestions for things that we could put the Morning Show podcast logo on, and you can do that as well.
Wendy from Brooklyn said we would buy anything you sell. Haven't you realized that by now?
I mean, you don't have to do that.
Well, who was it?
I
Justin
appreciate
Bieber that said I could fart on a track and they would buy. No,
that was
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine to
We won't-
Danielle Monero.
We won't do that though. Let's see. Yes, the sports bras. Yeah, we need a YLG car magnet. YLG beach towels would be awesome.
Okay.
That would be cool.
And then there was someone that said a water bottle. And what I would love to do
We struggle with this though.
is I want to order a bunch of like blender bottles,
Yeah,
like the shaker bottles.
but we struggled with the thought
Yeah,
because they're plastic.
we can figure something out.
I know someone did request a clear tote bag that says you look great so that they can bring it into stadiums. And I love that. But I'm like, there's so many that exist. And I know so
Yeah.
many stadiums give them out for free. Like at the end of a game, like from a brand. Like I have an American Express one somewhere. And I'm like, I don't want to put more plastic in the world.
What is a bum bag? What's a bum bag?
I don't know. I said
Oh.
that's a great question.
All right, so we will look at all these. Sunglasses is another good one. Ooh, pens is actually pretty easy. Yeah, I do also have. That's another thing we struggle with. 83 Marie Smith is I have so many water bottles already. And also,
Yeah.
the thing to remember is water bottles are actually a great thing to donate to your local like homeless shelter.
Yep.
Because a lot of people in homeless situations need to travel with or
And they
store
can
water
fill
and
up
stuff.
at like
Yeah.
grocery stores and stuff. Yeah, we could do an aluminum water bottle.
Lisa with 5 more gifted tier
So-
1 subs. What is
And
happening?
Lisa had mentioned in here, and she had said it. That's why I'm going to say it. I know Lisa and Jen, I would say they were out on Thursday. They missed class on Thursday. Their mom has been in the hospital for the last few days. I saw her say that. So, but she is coming home today, which is great news.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well now we have 666 subs, so someone's got to do something
Oh
about
my
that.
God. No.
And then we'll move
Did I
on.
tell you?
No.
I had a dream about the number 666 last week, and I woke up and immediately texted my family. And I guess my niece, something happened with her in 666, and I'm like,
And yesterday was 6-6.
ah.
You know, we're going to live. I mean, we might. I can't confirm how long I'm going to live for, but there's a chance that most of the people in this chat will live to see the day June 6, 2066.
Well, how old will I be? How many years is that from now?
That is 44 years from right now,
6 minus,
right?
what year is it? 22. 44 years from now plus 34. 78.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Odds are.
There's a chance.
What's going to happen? That'll probably be it, though. That's the last day. We're all gone.
Julie, thank you very much for taking us to 669. Much better number to be at. Now, we're going to move on from the money shot screen.
Yeah, Neon Climber, it's so true. If you keep seeing numbers even on the clock, look them up. They mean things. I know that. It's true, because when you wake up the same time every night, I used to wake up at 3:17.
What if you have an alarm?
But
If you just,
it's
that's kind of the same thing, right? What if I was like, oh my God, I wake up at 7:15 every day?
Oh, Desiree, you don't have a YLG sticker? Can you DM me on Instagram
You could also just email.
or email hello@carlamarieanthony.com.
Try to keep everything there.
Okay. Yeah. hello@carlamarieanthony.com. We have a lot of stickers I got to send out.
Here's a crazy thought. You said you're going to be 78
Yeah.
in the year 66.
You'll be 81.
You'll be older. You'll be older than your dad.
I know.
Is it weird to think of?
Stop. I'll start crying.
Why?
Because, like, I can't. For some reason, like, I'm not scared to get old and I'm not scared to die. But for some reason, the thought of, like, I can't see myself being old and I just think I'm going to die before then. And I feel like that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every day I'm like, today's the day I get hit by a truck. Like, it's going to
Yeah.
happen. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It's like just something that has been happening the last few years. Like, I see all these people going on hikes, falling off cliffs. I'm like, fuck, that's going to suck when that happens to me. Like, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, that guy that was stuck on the side of the cliff, that's me, but I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think is my life. But anyway, also, I, like, get so sad thinking about the fact that, like, that is my dad's age, which means I'm going to live so much of my life without my parents, probably.
I
Well,
mean,
unless I die off a cliff.
yeah.
And, like, I can't even. So.
Let's see what we have here. All right. Couple things on the list for today. We are going to get into Carla Marie's box. And I can't really call it's for the studio. It's not really your box. But
I don't know what it is, but I know that I'm not going to enjoy it.
you know what's funny? Carla Marie is such a was it a sourpuss? Can I call you that? A curmudgeon? I don't know.
I'm a curmudgeon.
You are a curmudgeon.
Okay.
Um,
Have you been to this house before?
but we are going to open that in a little bit. The one thing I did want to talk about before we get into the box, though, is this week the UK started. I guess it's the largest trial of a 4-day work week that's been
I
done.
was going to do this in my Hope for Humanity
And
tomorrow.
what they're doing is, and it's a bunch of different industries.
Yes.
Because a lot of the country, I think Belgium did one a few months ago, but that was for federal employees, like government employees. This is for there are mail carriers. There's everything, or a lot of different types of businesses and jobs that are involved in this. And the idea is it's a 6-month trial, I believe, 4-day work week.
But here's the thing. You know, all of those people are on their best damn behavior.
Well, but that's kind of, I think, the purpose.
Yeah.
Right? The whole idea is all of these employees are getting paid exactly the same. There is not a reduction in salary. There is a reduction in days you are expected to be in the office or remote or whatever, but you're also expected to produce the same amount of work in 4 days. That's the payoff. That's the trade-off. You can make the same amount. You can work less days as long as your company or your employer is getting the same production. And I think it's great not only for the 4-day work week, but for a lot of people who are saying, hey, we also would like to stay remote a little longer or not have to come into the office 5 days a week. And whether or not America ever gets to a full 4-day work week for normal people or for office jobs, I don't know if that'll ever happen, but I do love the idea that employers are saying, listen, we're going to give you this option. We've figured out how much you produce on a weekly basis. As long as you keep hitting these goals, we're all good.
Yeah.
And that's the way it really should be.
I didn't read this study. Are they making people work longer days though? Some of them do that.
So yeah, in some studies they've done in other countries previously, they have added 2 hours to the 4 work days. So they've taken, this one has no specific amount of time that they have to add to their work days. It's more of a productivity thing. So if you can produce the same amount, and I don't know what they did beforehand. I don't know how they are tracking productivity.
Right.
You know, if you're in a factory job, it's probably pretty simple.
But
If you're a sales job, it might be simple. Hey, these are the numbers you hit 6 months ago. These are what you have to hit now. I don't know how they did it for all of the occupations, but that's the idea.
So I think I know your answer to this, but I want to ask it first and we'll see what everyone said. Would you rather have a job that is a 4-day work week?
Mm-hmm.
You go into the office for 4 days and then you have a 3-day weekend. That's it. Phone, like no email, nothing, 3 days. Or a 5-day-a-week job that is a hybrid in the office, work from home, like whatever you want kind of thing. I'm very curious what people, I feel like you would want the 4-day done.
Yeah, I'm also one of the rare people that actually, for the most part, enjoyed going into the office. Like, and granted, I never had a real office job.
Yeah.
Even when I was in radio early on in marketing and promotions, it was a fun atmosphere. It was a younger office.
But
I enjoyed it.
There were also days where, like, at 10 a.m., if the show ended and we felt sick or tired or whatever, we really would be like, I'm going home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always worked in, even before Elvis. I mean, I had a great boss in 3 of them. But Shari and Viviana were the 2 main bosses I had in promotions, and they were just very accommodating people. They held you to a very high standard, but as long as you produced,
respectful, yeah. Kudo Bar says 4 days, hands down. I'm in the hybrid situation now, and it's been really hard to build routines. I wish we were 100% office or work from home. I do think that's and that's the biggest problem I think we have with our life now is I cannot build a routine.
Yeah.
And I've been trying lately to be very strict at if I schedule things, if I even just going to like the chiropractor, same time every week, trying to do that where there's something in place and then I build around it because, man, having a routine is underrated, I think.
Yeah, and that was one of the problems we had when we were still working here in the Seattle office for iHeartRadio. when work from home started, I was for a while I was the only one going into the office, going into the studio. And then I'd get home, I'd leave as soon as I could, and I'd do all my work from my apartment. And there was a text thread. It was me, Carla Marie, and one of our bosses who we still love. Like, he was amazing.
Yeah.
And we would always be texting each other ideas and things, especially because we're all trying to figure out how to navigate COVID in the beginning. And I give him a lot of credit. Is he would text us and be like, guys, it's 9 o'clock. I just realized we should probably all shut our computers down.
Yeah, it was more of probably like, leave me alone, you idiots.
No, because he was also like texting us back. And
yeah.
that was my problem with work from home is it sounds great until you realize that you're inviting work into your personal space.
Yeah.
And listen, if you have a home that's big enough to have your own office and you actually designate it as such, that's great.
There was just something that came through, and there was something I was also going to bring up. Fred the mailman asked a question. Where'd he go? There he is. Does a 4-day work week mean a 4-day service week? The postal workers would most likely still work 4 days, but the mail would get delivered 6, meaning your 4 days would vary to cover all the days. So maybe Fred works Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else could work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Well,
it's hard. It's hard to answer that for every occupation because obviously there are so many variables when you go from one type of job to another.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Neon Climber, let us know when you're back from the bathroom. She said, don't switch to what's in the box yet. I have to go to the bathroom.
You know what? Let's just wait.
We'll be right here.
I can't do it.
No, but the thought, like the whole not having a routine thing, we started the morning show podcast back in February. That's put us in a routine more than we've been in, I think, because it's something that's every day. Also a bit off because we do have to work on Sundays now. So like Friday is kind of a weekend day for us, really. But I was realizing that I didn't have a space to work, right? Like you are often in here doing things. You never move your computer. I was sitting on my bed. I was sitting on my floor. I was sitting on the couch. I was sitting on the dining table. And I was like, I need a space. So I went and got like a little tiny writing desk from Target. And it's actually been a total game changer for me. Just to have like a home base for my computer makes such a difference. I'm assuming everyone at this point in the pandemic has a desk.
Yeah, most people do have a workspace if you have a job where you could do it remotely for a while.
But even though it's in my bedroom, it's still just a space, and it's made a world of difference.
The one thing I think about often is we talk about how everything changed after COVID, work from home, work remotely, blah, blah, blah. There are still so many people out there who, like my friend Richie, who's a cop in New York, every day he still went in. There was no work from home. There was nothing. For the mailman, all of our mail carrier friends.
Yeah, they weren't working.
They still, you can't be a mail carrier from home.
No.
Nurses, doctors, their lives went in the complete opposite direction.
Yeah.
So there are so many people, so many jobs that did not get easier, you didn't get to save your, money by not commuting, stuff like that. And then someone here in the chat said something about, Terry said, we have summer Fridays every other Friday between July 4th and Labor Day, which I hope summer Fridays means you have off, because one of the things the New York office used to do for the sales team was if they hit a certain benchmark before the summer, they would have basically half days.
But
which is almost more annoying. It's like, you're going to make me, because a lot of people had crazy commutes going into New York City. It's like, you're going to make me commute all the way here and then just turn around 3 hours later or however long later and go home. Just let me stay home.
Yeah. Or let's work the full day.
Which I think now that people understand you can work productively from home, I think that is probably going to be more of a trend for summer Fridays.
I see Desiree is talking about her work schedule, and I'm trying to read the first message. I don't know where it.
My routine consists of going to Touch Bros and work, then studying all day every day.
Yeah. You know what, though? I kind of miss college.
I miss everything but the school of college.
No, I miss learning. I never in my life ever thought I would say that. And if you're saying that right now, like, hell no, I can't wait to not be learning. I can't wait to not be doing homework. You will get to a point in your life where, like, I want to learn more. And I'm feeling that now. I had said it to Anthony a few weeks ago. He's like, so then go back to school. I'm like, hell no, I got to pay these student loans. What am I going to, like, but I just want to learn that. And we're lucky that we do live in a world now where there are masterclass, there's YouTube, there's everything where if I truly had a subject that I wanted to sit down and focus on.
I mean, just a TED Talk every week you can do.
No, I want to take little notes and do a little test. I do have something that I'll wait.
Okay.
Till it's official.
Let's see. Jolly Russian Buddhist said, Carla Marie, there's free degrees from MIT.
What?
Take a free class. Yeah, a lot of colleges will have like 1 or 2 free classes that you can take.
No, but that's a degree. That's not a class.
Or, yeah.
I can get an MIT degree. I would have a Rutgers and an MIT degree before you even got your Seton Hall one.
And that's fine. And we'd be still in the same exact place. Look what all those degrees did for you.
I mean, you got your degree. You just don't have your degree.
Did you ever listen to Kanye's first album, like the actual album?
I did not.
The College Dropout? He has a bunch of skits in there. Is it Jimmy or Timmy is the character? But the whole thing is how his dad had all these degrees, but that's all he did. He just went to school and got degrees. And the whole idea is behind the album, The College Dropout, is you don't need degrees to be successful. Yeah, school spirit. There you go. Let's see. Free classes at college are always nice. Yeah, that first Kanye album also.
Is that Through the Wire?
Yeah, Through the Wire's on that album.
Really?
The Kanye.
No, that was its own album.
No, it wasn't. It may have been dropped as a single, so if you're looking it up on like Spotify, it could be on its own. But Through the Wire was on the College Dropout. Little Jimmy. There we go. Thank you, Claire. I'm 100% right about that, by the way. Like 100% right. I also just watched the Kanye documentary, which made me realize, I don't know if anyone's watched the Kanye documentary, Genius, on Netflix. It's 3 parts. And my friend Sean, before I actually sat down and watched it, described it to me this way. He was like, the first 2 episodes are just super motivational. It'll have you ready to run through a wall. And the 3rd episode is just sad. And I couldn't shake that. I watched the first 2 and I was like, wow, I forgot how much I really do like Kanye's work and how inspirational for a long time he was. And then you watch the 3rd episode and you're like, oh, there's the new Kanye. There he is.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
It's wild. But
I'm
yeah.
watching The Floor is Lava.
We watch very different things. But do suggest watching that documentary.
All right, we're going to get to the box in a second because it's killing me.
Okay.
But The Floor is Lava, I think, will be if I get on the circle, they'll put me on The Floor is Lava because that's what they did this season. There are former circle people on there. But I think it's 3 people. So who would be our 3rd? Like, I was like, John would probably be the next best out of the group to go on that show.
Yeah, Ricky's
too short.
I was going to say, I think Ricky's actually more athletic than we probably give her credit for, but she's so short.
A lot of those jumps are 8 feet.
Yeah. And she's like 2'6". How tall is Ricky?
She's 4'11".
4'11".
No, she's
you may as well be 2'6" at that point.
Yeah. Erica would be like, "No, guys, I'm too scared to jump."
Yeah, and Jake's got those little spaghetti arms.
Jake would be like, "Oh, lava." so whatever. So I thought John would be the best out of the group. Sam would also be good, but Sam would also be like a total, I'm just gonna try this guy's by, and we're like,
yeah,
no,
Hurricane Sam. She would not have a plan. She would just run.
Not the plan, Sam. So maybe we just go by ourselves.
No, I think John would be good. I think John he's not as tall as me.
And they want you to do like stupid dad jokes the whole time. Like, the whole point of the game isn't getting to the end. It's how funny you can be as you do the course.
Not for me.
No.
I'm all about getting to the end.
And like, they would make that a character. They would make you, William.
Oh, William. Yeah, we got to get William on there.
Sam's fiance. He's a ninja warrior.
Yeah. He's super strong.
But could also be a wild card.
No, I think he's like laser focused.
But like every team has like I don't know, they were like, what were they called? Bar baddies, and they're all like bar instructors.
Oh, okay.
Or something they were. And then there was like the dad team or whatever, and they made the dads, I think they made them run the course with like fake babies on them or fake hairy chest with someone else. So we would have to be like super cheesy. They really want personality. But I can't do that and focus on not falling in lava. And when they jump on like the obstacles, you see like their knees and their shins are getting wrecked.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can they make him cushiony? Oh, we should take Fred the Mailman. We could be called Going Postal.
With one mailman? I don't know if that
We
qualifies.
support the USPS.
Let's see.
Until my packages don't get here on time, then I'm cursing them.
Frogger on Peacock is similar, and also, do people like play real life Frogger?
I'll watch that. But
I'll only watch it if they're doing it in real traffic. I want to see real risk. High risk, high reward is what I'm all about here.
do not use Going Postal. Okay. We won't do that. Sorry.
Listen, Justin is not a postal worker. He can't tell us what to use and what not to use.
I mean, he's a lawyer. He probably knows the best things to use.
I disagree.
You were talking about serious shows, and I said Floor is Lava. But I did watch. They only have the 6th season on Netflix. The entire 16-episode season of 60 Days In.
What a wild show. That is a wild show. And I did not want to get into it. I remember Andrew, when we were in Florida for Liz's wedding. Andrew, Elvis's current assistant,
Andy.
best assistant, Andy. He was telling us about the show. And I was like, I don't know if I can get into a show like this. It sounds kind of dumb. That show's insane. Tell everyone the idea.
Out of every reality show I've ever watched, this is the first one where I've been like, no desire. I'd go on Fear Factor in a heartbeat, eat a scorpion before this. So 60 Days In is they, in most cases, take normal people, everyday people,
Normies.
and put them in a prison for 60 days. And not like, hey, everyone in prison, we're taking this girl in from a reality show. She's going to see if she can hack it. No, you have to go in there and pretend like you're actually in prison. And the reason why all the inmates think the reality TV cameras are there, or cameras, is just because prisons are filmed all the time in different settings, documentaries, whatever.
Yeah.
And all of the inmates get pulled aside to be interviewed, not just the subjects of whatever.
Yeah.
And they do it in men's and women's prison. But what they did in this season a lot is bring in actual corrections officers or police officers. And the one woman literally breaks down and she's like, I've never been embarrassed of my career until now, because she sees how all of these prison guards or officers are abusing their power.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other people that are like, these people are never going to get reformed if you're treating them like this.
Yeah.
And it's like so crazy. And it's this one prison in Alabama that is just.
Is it all the seasons are filmed in the same place?
Yeah. Well, no. Each season is filmed in one place.
But
Not
they're
the
different.
season. Yes.
Okay.
From what I understand. This is the only season I've watched. But there actually was one guy that did remind me of Fred the Mailman, Donovan, in the season, the end, when they bring him in, the beard guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, because he's a bigger guy with a big beard.
I think Fred would do so well in prison.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone does well in prison.
I forgot his name, but I was watching him. I'm like, I hate this guy. He walks in, he's like, I'm just going to start working out as soon as I get there.
Oh, yeah. He was a former D1 athlete. He was a college football player.
Oh, yeah. And then he's like, I just got to get out of the car and run. When they pick him up, he's like, my legs haven't been used. And I'm like, I hate him because it's Anthony. But he's like doing pull-ups and it actually does the opposite effect, because everyone's like, this guy's showing off. He's so annoying. And
I think, so there's two things that the show did for me, and I didn't watch as many episodes as Carla Marie did. You spent like an entire day just watching those episodes.
I actually had to stop because I was like, I'm getting depressed.
Two things. One is,
would not survive.
I don't think I would survive in prison. I was in jail for a couple hours. That sucked. But I was also by myself. It's funny because I think a lot of people who want to see like prison reform and just social justice reform don't want to see a ton of money being spent on prisons. But the other thing that you realize when you watch the show is, if you actually, this is going to sound really messed up, if you actually care about reforming some of the prisoners, people who we know are going to be out at some point, you actually have to spend some money on the prison system, because it is, some of them, like the one they showed in Alabama, I mean, you've got three people sleeping in a 2-person room, sleeping basically on the floor, and you're never going to fully have a chance to sit down, be reformed, or whatever the goal of prison is, really, because we haven't figured that out necessarily. in those conditions. So you kind of have to spend more money to make those conditions a little more livable, which is also weird because you're like, well, these are criminals. Why are we spending so much money on them? It's like, well, you got to figure out,
right.
Are we letting them out at some point? Because if we are, we shouldn't be torturing them for years.
It's true. Fred the Mailman said, 24 years with the post office and however many years with my ex-wife, prison would be a breeze.
The other thing that was interesting was one of the episodes I watched with Carla Marie. This is 60 Days In on Netflix. Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 corrections officers, so people who work in prisons, who were asked to go into prison. And
there were 3 total this season, actually.
There were 3. So the 2 that I saw, one of them did really, really well. Like, it was oddly well. Their other didn't even make it
past intake.
Past the first round.
First person ever in the 6 seasons of the show to be removed from intake, which is actually one rule they tell you is we can't take you out of intake, but he started having a panic attack.
And the crazy thing to think about is if the people that were asking to oversee the prison system and the prisoners can't handle the very beginning stages, then there's 2 things you can think of. 1, are we hiring the wrong people to be there? 2, what's wrong with the system that the people who work there can't even for a moment be on the other side?
Yeah.
You know, it's a very interesting social experiment that they've made into a reality show. I'd call it a docuseries, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they don't win anything, right?
No, you don't win anything.
Yeah.
There is one woman who has celiac disease, which is no joke. Like, I don't have celiac. I have a gluten intolerance and an allergy intolerance. But she gets there and she realizes, like, they're not even giving fruits and vegetables. So, like, they're literally served bread with cheese. Not melted, not whatever. Like, not a good cheese sandwich, just like a piece of cheese. And she's like, she doesn't eat for 3 days.
Yeah.
Because she's like, I'm going to get sick. And
the name of the show is 60 Days In, sorry.
Yeah, they make a lot of the thing about her complaining about her celiac disease. But I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I always thought I'd go to prison and get skinny because I'd be like doing all these push-ups and pull-ups and stuff in my cell. And I think I'd be so sick.
So let's move on. The name of the show is 60 Days In. It's on Netflix. We still have close to 200 people here in the chat. Yeah. And it is close to the end of the show. We still have
Do I
the
need
box.
a drink?
No, you don't need a drink. You need to open the box. There is a card in there, so you're going to read the card as well.
Or are you going to give me the card?
It's in there. You'll get it.
Am I going to see?
Just open it.
This
So keep in mind, this is something that was sent to us because Carla Marie said some pretty outlandish things a little while ago.
Who was it from? Oh, dear God.
So read the card.
Hi, Carla Marie and Anthony. I've been a long-time listener and love all the positivity and realness you bring to our days. As someone who works at Pokemon, how weird. We just said this.
I know.
It totally cracked me up when you staged an intervention about Anthony and Pokemon, and then you said Pikachu was ugly. I couldn't just sit by idly. I hope you can come around to Pikachu. YLG from Midori. Note, I have to say these views are mine only and do not affect the company.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
So,
God.
Carla Marie.
Oh, this is a very large box.
It's a very large box. And let's see what we got.
Oh,
look at appreciate the Pikachu
wait
first.
a minute. Oh,
that is
it
a gigantic.
So cute.
See? Have we converted you? How cute is Pikachu?
He's cute.
Thank you.
The cats are gonna love this.
I don't think they're allowed to play with Pikachu. They're gonna cut him up.
What noises does this thing make?
This is a giant. So this Pikachu will be on our stream now, forever. That is a huge Pikachu.
Okay,
but there's other things in the box. So and that's why I just want to point out the box is not fully for Carla Marie. Some of it's for me. So we also got some Pokemon games. We got Pokemon Sword, Arceus, and Pokemon Snap.
Where do those go in?
This is for the Switch.
Oh, a coloring book.
Okay. No, is it a coloring book? Oh no, this is a strategy guide for Pokemon.
Midori, thank you so much. Pokemon.
So we got
Train.
some Pokemon. Let's see.
Train on? Is that a?
Oh, these are the cards. So we got some actual cards in here. So we should actually. People do this. Is they'll do a full stream of just opening up Pokemon decks.
We should have been in the video game thing today.
We should have been. Yeah. This is like Christmas for me. Some more Pikachu.
Are there Pokeballs? Don't send us Pokeballs. That is a big box.
Was there anything else in there, or did you empty it out?
I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
I think we're good.
So, we now have converted Carla Marie to appreciating
I do
Pikachu
like this
at
little
least.
guy.
Now, do we think...
Wait.
What game? I think
Okay.
Pokemon Snap. I think we could get Carla Marie to play Pokemon Snap.
What are all of them?
So, Pokemon Sword is like it's your stereotypical Pokemon game where you're traveling, you have to beat trainers.
Do I play as Pikachu? Like, I don't understand.
No, you can have a Pikachu.
You have Pikachus? I thought you are Pikachu
No.
when you play Pokemon.
Arceus, which I think I'm pronouncing it properly, is a different style game than the regular Pokemon games. And I don't fully know what Pokemon Snap is, even though a lot of people suggested to play Pokemon Snap. So you become a Pokemon photographer in this game.
Ooh, I could do that. So I take pictures of Pikachu.
Spot Pokemon in their natural habitats and catch them all on camera.
That's like the game for influencers.
Yeah, basically. Let's see.
Okay.
Megadamia Nut said she will love Snap. You get to take pictures of the Pokemon. So yeah. Arceus. Okay. Let's see. Snap is fun if you like photography. So basically, instead of capturing the Pokemon and putting them in Pokeballs, you have to snap them all instead of catch them all.
Can I just say how bizarre this is? I'm going to reach out to Midori to see if there's anything we can do. But remember yesterday on the stream, I was like, I just got a message from someone I went to high school with asking me if I know anyone that works at Pokemon.
Yeah, I had to sit here and not say anything.
I said it in the stream yesterday. So this had already been in motion. The reason then I messaged her after the stream. I was like, "What's up? Like, are you?" Because she works in PR, and she's like, "No, my sister's a first grade teacher, and one of her students is a big Pokemon fan, and he just had a stroke at 7 years old."
That's crazy.
And we wanted to see if there was something we could do, and I'm like, "That's insane. Like, if anything comes up, I'll let you know." Like, what?
Well, we'll see.
Good thing I said this little guy was ugly.
They also said, Midori also said that once things are back to normal in the office, we might be able to get a tour of the Pokemon offices.
I'll be the judge of that and see how cool it is. Wait, what is this?
What do you mean? That's his tail.
It stays on his back? Or does it come down?
I mean, I think it's probably sewn on.
So what is it? What does he do?
What do you mean, what does he do?
I don't understand his point in the game.
He's an electric Pokemon.
Electric. Are there other electric Pokemon?
There's a handful.
Is Charizard electric?
No, that's a fire Pokemon.
Is Bowser electric?
Bowser? Bowser's a whole different game.
No, who's the one we learned? Squirtle?
Squirtle's a water Pokemon. What are the other questions? And then you could train him
That seems
and
weird.
fight with him and win battles.
Against him?
No, you fight with him. He's part of your stable, and
There's
you can send him
fighting
into
in
battle.
Pokemon?
Yeah, you
I
fight.
thought you just catch things.
You catch them, you train them, you fight with them. You send them to fight other Pokemon.
So you make these little animals train?
Yeah. Yeah, he's an electric mouse. Evolves to a Raichu. But if you like the way that Pikachu looks, you don't have to evolve him to a Raichu. Let's see.
You do kill people?
They faint. They don't die.
Okay. Who's Pichu?
All right, let's see.
I know absolutely nothing about Pokemon. Same thing, Meg. She said, "Does Pikachu ever win? He seems too cute to kill people."
Yeah. So this is Pichu, Carla Marie.
This guy's cute. Oh, who's that though? Is it his brother?
Let's see. First appearance in Pokemon Gold and Silver.
Wait, this is a mouse?
Mm-hmm.
An electric mouse.
Yes.
The cats are not gonna like him.
It's interesting. The first generation, I would say the first two generations of Pokemon that they came out with were like, a lot of them were cute, and then they just started getting real weird.
I remember like kids used to have their binders in school with all their cards. Like, are you
Yeah.
allowed to bring that to school anymore? There's no way.
Yeah, why not?
Because the fact that you were allowed to trade things at school seems illegal.
Nah. I used to trade baseball cards at first, then you would trade Pokemon cards. There was a card store, which I think is still there in Midland Park, New Jersey, that I used to walk to with my brothers, and we'd get Pokemon packs. And for a long time, I had the hologram Charizard card, and I have no idea where it is now.
Justin probably sold that with that other thing he sold
No.
of yours. I definitely had Pokemon cards because my dad would get them for us from someone at his job that also sold Pokemon cards. Because
Mhm.
like now looking back, these were definitely not normal. Um, because we would have like Disney also, like Disney character cards that were in the package the same way Pokemon cards were. It was like
Yeah.
another thing. But he would randomly have Pokemon and I'd be like, I don't know what to do with it. I probably have the gold thing you just said.
Let's see.
Whatever it is.
Justin said he got my permission to sell my Game Boy Micro. I don't think that's true. Mega Damien said, unrelated, but exciting news. I just ordered an iPhone. I'm making the switch from Android. That hurts. That hurts.
You know
That
why?
hurts to read. It hurts to say.
She heard the morning show podcast today where I talked about DC and it's awesome.
What are you doing over there? What? Let's see.
Yeah, girl, you need any help? You let me know. Actually, I probably can't help you, but
Let's see. I never got into Pokemon. It felt like a whole other world. I mean, it is kind of. Welcome to the Blue Message Club. Says it's Meg, not Megan. I'll be a green bubble forever. I will be a green bubble just out of spite. I'm going to be the last Android phone available, if that's even a thing. Screw your blue bubbles. Your racist bubbles.
is Midori on, like, what is Midori's Switch name?
So Midori watches on YouTube.
Oh.
So she'll watch this later.
Okay. Do you have, like, how do we,
What?
I need to get in touch.
We can do that.
I do love that it was sent on a
Pokemon stationery. But again, these are not the views of the Pokemon Company.
But I will say, I'm sure the company thinks that Pikachu's cute.
I hope so. I would hope that is the case. That would make a lot of sense. Before we go,
Can people buy this thing?
I'm sure, yeah. I do love that the official Pokemon store is called the Pokemon Center. Like, that's what you go to online. And that's where you go to in the game to heal your Pokemon and store them in the computer.
I don't think anyone realizes how shocked I am that yesterday was the first time in my life I realized that Pokemon was here in Washington because someone asked me from high school if I knew
Yeah.
anyone who worked there. Like, I cannot wait to message her.
Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, the last thing that was on the screen, by the way, is if you are interested in fast food limited edition items.
Oh.
For the first time in 3 years, Wendy's is adding a new flavor Frosty, and it is a strawberry Frosty.
Well,
And I really hope someone in the radio world reached out to our friend Strawberry and did some sort of collaboration with the
Oh.
local Wendy's of Washington or something like that.
good luck waiting in line at the drive-thru because there's a minimum 47 cars at all
Do you want
times.
to try it today? You want to try this strawberry Frosty?
I don't think that's going to go well with my stomach, but we
Okay,
can do it.
we'll try it
Only
out.
even get french fries to dip in there, except last time I went there was a hair in the fries, and I haven't been back.
I realized I ordered something recently, and I brought it back to the house, and there was a hair, and I was like, I don't know, this could be my hair. It could not be my hair. I'm just gonna move it and keep eating. I don't care
It was
anymore.
probably yours.
It could have been. Let's see. And someone said, wait, Pokemon is here in Washington, and it sure is. Bellevue. Which makes a lot of sense considering the American offices of Nintendo are also in Washington. And they essentially go hand in hand. I'd love to go to both offices. If you work at Nintendo,
That'd be cool, actually.
because we've been to the Funko office.
Yeah, and
We have a lot of really fun companies here. Is it Dungeons and Dragons or Magic the Gathering? One of those is here as well.
Nintendo campus
Stop
is
doing that. That's weird.
the Nintendo campus is getting a halal guys on campus.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Wait, Wendy's in Puerto Rico actually have coquito flavored Frosties?
Get
out
of
of here. Oh, so Dungeons and Dragons, which is a hard thing for me to say sometimes,
Dungeons.
and Magic the Gathering, same company, and they are based here. All the nerd things are here. Microsoft, here.
And that's what I said. I was like, I had no idea that Pokemon was here, but I'm not surprised
Yeah.
because,
It's the nerd capital of America.
I mean, we did go to Funko and they have a slide in their office.
Their office is pretty
And
cool.
we can talk about it now. We saw this when we were there, and they were like, please don't tell anyone you saw that on a computer screen. It was the Deadpool Bob Ross
Oh, yeah.
that they were working on way before it came out, and we were like, okay.
They would just open on someone's someone's
cool.
computer. They did have a slide from like one floor to another, and then in the basement they had their own bowling alley
Yeah,
and
that's
bar. It's like that's what everyone would have zero problem going to the office if everyone's office was like that.
Yeah,
And I think offices do need to be more fun. Let's see. Mellow FM, the Wendy's near me was closed one day because they didn't have enough people to run it. That's sad. It is sad. Mainly because people didn't get their Frosties. Let's see. I think we're good for the day. What do you say, Carla Marie?
This guy's cute.
So you're a fan of Pikachu now, at least? Even if you haven't played Pokemon yet, we'll see if we can get you to play Pokemon Snap now that we have a Nintendo Switch. We should stream that. Carla Marie playing Pokemon for the first time ever.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played it. Like, maybe if someone, like, in elementary school had, but, like, what was I going to play it
Like,
on?
you and your sister never had a Game Boy with Pokemon?
No, I had a Game Boy with the camera.
Well,
and I would just take selfies before they were cool.
I was actually talking to someone on OfferUp about getting a Game Boy camera. I think I'm still going to do it, just as the novelty.
No, we should.
And then we'll make that picture our emote.
Okay.
It'll be a Game Boy camera picture.
So we'll stream.
Ooh, today is National Chocolate Ice Cream Day, so we'll have to get chocolate Frosties.
So we're going to stream me playing Pokemon Snap? When?
At some point. Not,
This weekend?
we could, maybe. Maybe a late Saturday stream. And before we get out of here, the last thing we have to do is Ray Styles said it is their birthday today.
Oh, someone else, Max's birthday. Not my cat.
Pikachu. Pikachu. All right, that's.
Oh, Pikachu loves it. You look at it jiggle.
Let's see. Angela in Spokane said, Anthony, be sure to take a picture of Carla Marie when she takes a nap cuddling with Pikachu. That's probably going to happen.
No.
So Pikachu will be in the corner of our streams from now on. Bam, right there. Can you, let's see, I haven't looked at the screen in a while. Can we see Pikachu back there? I guess you can.
We'll adjust.
Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Thank you very much for getting us to, like, I guess by the end of it, we were close to 600%
Dear God.
of the hype train. Thank you to Midori, who sent all of these gifts. That was really, really cool. I cannot wait to start playing some of the new Pokemon games and beat them before the next Pokemon games come out. And we will be back on Thursday, possibly with photos of the new merch that will be available very soon. So there's a good chance we'll have a pretty big announcement in terms of when you can buy, when the store will be open, all of those things, how long it'll be open for, and what you can buy. So fingers crossed, it all works, and we are here Thursday.
I also just went to send, I can't pull up the form right now. There are still some spots. I emailed a bunch of people for the My Day Friday meetup. Everyone who signed up already is in. There are still more spots. So if you didn't sign up because you weren't sure if you'd be there, just fill out the form. And when I email you, just be like, hey, I'm not sure yet, and we can work it out. Thank you, Meg. Meg is Meg. I thought I said the name wrong because it's Meg, not Megan.
Yeah.
It's confirmed, and we'll be there.
All right. Sounds good. We will see you on Thursday.
You look great. The form is in the description of all of our podcasts.
And Claire just put it in the
Claire.
chat.
Couldn't find it.